I would now like to invite Dr. Altaf Khan, Dean of Humanities at FCCU, for his opening remarks. Please join me in welcoming him.
Thank you very much, Dr. Firasat, for the opportunity to speak. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I congratulate you, Dr. Firasat, especially because it is too hot to organize a conference, and I can understand you would have been through a lot of trouble doing all this. And I also appreciate all our colleagues coming from other universities. University of Peshawar is here. I'm really happy that this is my parent university, although a few graduates from the University of Peshawar are already here. But just I'll say a few things about the theme. It's really a very timely theme, consolidating and disrupting communication research. Consolidation is happening, but as Dr. Firasat just said, what's happening from the global south? Honestly, in one word, nothing. Because there are frames that are developed in the West, which are being repeatedly produced in our part, in many countries. There are a few exceptions, I must say. There are exceptions in India. There are exceptions in Latin America, where they are developing their own ideas and challenging the dominance of the Western narrative. Why is it important to challenge the dominant narrative? Because communication studies, I always face criticism. What do communication scientists do? What is mass communication? It's not even a discipline, but that's our strength because we can intervene into any area. We can intervene into politics. We can intervene into society, and we have a direct contact with human beings everywhere through journalism, which is basically the mother of communication studies. So that's why if we are unable to develop something and consolidate it, it's not working for us. As far as disruption is concerned, I read the concept note of the ICA, and it was very meaningful that whatever you do to bring change. So at times we are able to bring change in our own societies, like we can challenge power. In Pakistan, it is becoming increasingly difficult, but we do that, and at least we can publish outside Pakistan, and nobody would read it, but at least we have a contribution to the body of knowledge, which is very important. But then again, can we disrupt the overall structure of communication studies globally? We can't. And why can't we do that? Because somehow we have to develop our own structures. I don't want to criticize anything, but I think our reliance on what we learn in the West and then try to copy all our lives in Pakistan, especially people like myself who study in the West, is the problem, because we always try to be the professors that we work with. That's not the job that we were supposed to do, because doing a PhD especially is something which as they say, you stand on the shoulder of the giants, because you study, you read, and you do everything. And then but there is another aspect of it. It's the principle of novelty. You bring in something which is not yet there. You bring in something, and our responsibility when we visit the West from the global South is to bring that novelty, which represents our identity. And I always remain thankful to my supervisor, which in Germany they call them Dr. Fathers. So this is the first thing he said to me. He said, I had a project, and he said, do something that would help your country. Think out of the box, read, and then innovate. And I think this is something that global partnerships should be all about. We should be writing books or research articles which are out of the box. But for that, we have to work hard, because each innovation needs a good understanding of what exists. Unless you do that, you can't claim to be doing something new, because somebody would ask, you didn't know about this thing. So it's double the work or even more than somebody does in the West. Many of us are trying, many of us are doing, then it becomes very difficult to get published in international journals. I often see colleagues posting reviews from their reviewers in international journals, and they are really harsh and they are rude, basically, because they know that the question is there is always politics. So the international politics in international academia is basically to keep the dominance and the frame where the dominant part of the academia is comfortable with. So somehow we have to do that. Thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate the conference. I'll sit here, Dr. Firasat, right now. But since all these guys are, two of these guys are my students, so I just took the liberty and sat there. So I'll join the rector and the vice secretary. Thank you.